Good afternoon. It is Wednesday, the 28th of September of 2022. And I'm trying to do this recording in a niche between waves of a thunderstorm that's rolling through because I'm finding that things get a little distorted once I have too much rain sound that my computer's trying to cancel out. So we'll see if I manage to catch this sweet spot between downpours. I want to share a little bit about an experience with my visit to the Desert Museum a few days ago. I've shared before about how there is the feeling that the Sonoran Desert, kind of as a spirit as a whole, has been a very nurturing partner of earth energy to come in and work along with me in doing healing work for humankind and for all living beings and for the planet. And as I've continued my visits to the Desert Museum, I also find that from time to time, certain ones of the animals offer their unique energy as part of that healing work as well. They become partners in it. The other day, it was my honor to partner with the mountain lion there, who is 8 years old. His name is Cruz. And the exhibit has him so that he can lay on this huge boulder that's maybe 6 feet away from you, and there's a sheet of glass, and then a little place of artificial rock where you can sit and look through into his exhibit. And he was kind of just lounging the other day, just in that totally relaxed cat way. And I asked him if he would be willing to share with me the quality, the characteristic of the spirit of mountain lion that might be work in partnership with me in healing, and focused a little bit more on the healing of humankind. And he kind of roused himself up and looked at me. And the word that came was sovereignty. The characteristic, the quality that I add to the world, or one of them, is sovereignty. And, that I could feel it. I could feel that sense of that inner authority, that sense of innate worthiness to be here, the responsibility, being self-possessed, moving gracefully in the world with a certain level of understanding of one's individual power, and yet in relationship to the environment around you. And the image came through that this was functioning on a number of different levels. There is the importance in creating this environment, this energy gift for the healing of humankind, to include those aspects of each human being discovering their own innate worthiness, their own innate capacity for life, and therefore their own sovereignty. To nurture that sense that you don't have to give your authority away to someone outside of you and get bounced around in terms of who your authorities are going to be and who's trustworthy, but returning to knowing that truth within yourself, that you know what is true for you and can live out of that without being tossed around by whatever the culture is that's around you and whatever the prevailing views of life and the world happen to be. And so the encouragement was to, as I'm envisioning this energy that's available to the whole being of humankind, that I am wishing or envisioning for each human being their own awareness of their sovereignty, their life energy that is theirs to use and does not have to be given away to someone else, does not have to be lost, but can serve their own life purpose. Now, another level of it is understanding the sovereignty of every other human being on the planet. Each and every one worthy of respect and honor simply because we are all here. I don't have to agree with everybody. And if somebody is whipping up fear and anger and agitation and blame and trying to get everybody else involved and move it in a direction that's destructive, I can honor my own sovereignty and say, no, I'm not going that way. But neither do I have to determine what the right step is for every other human being on the planet, where they should be, how they should think, how they should be responding to their lives, is none of my business. Each one of us gets that freedom to be self-possessed, to be responsible for our own actions, and to be led in our own unfolding along whatever our particular path happens to be. It's a new feeling for me, and I like it. I like honoring every human being. And then here's this mountain lion in front of me, a representative of that whole kingdom of animal, and going, okay, and when you're ready to stretch and understand that each expression of creation, each animal, each bird, each creature of this planet also comes with their own sovereignty, is to be respected and honored and seen as equally worthy of belonging within this expression of life. We already know that that's where we are. So it was a very uplifting, very freeing kind of experience the other day. I thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.